Okay? If this doesn't work, then I don't know. Yeah. It sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, we will try this out. Please just keep me posted. Oh my god, Crotus, thank you! Wow, 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 wow. Hello! Oh, I'm stalling again. I'm sorry, I'm being evil. I'm not showing you my face. Wow, 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 wow. Hello, hello! I hope you can hear me okay. Yeah, this is my little animal. We're typing away. It's my vibe because, you know, the animal looks kind of pissed off. This is sick! Yeah, they gave me an extra dimension and they made me extra pissed off. And if you look very closely, they even gave me an extra set of ears. So let me say hello to everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst person at this. Yeah, I thought it would be a good idea for us to co-work because... Oh, hold on. I do need to, I think... Oh! A wrong window, this one. Oh, maybe I'll put the chat behind me for now. Or we can make the chat smaller, so no one can read it. Put it next to the Pomodoro timer. Here, I'm hacking. I'm hacking into the mainframe. Right as we speak. Is the chat still readable or is it too small? Please let me know if it's too small. But okay, wait. I want to get started. Panis is first today. Wow. Once again, Panis has taken the reins. Can the other Usabu packmates catch up? I'm afraid this Uma has a lead today. Wow. Krümel! Hello, Krümel! Hi! Krümel, I'm working on your ASMR now. I'm working on your Donathon reward. I'm starting with the ASMR, and then I'm gonna work on the voice packs because the ASMR is like familiar territory. And the voice packs are unfamiliar territory, so I kind of want to start with what I know, you know. Keep it simple, stupid. Is what they always say, right? And in this case, I'm stupid, so I wanna keep it very simple. Yes. It is utterly minuscule. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm making it bigger again. Now you can read it. It should be fine now. We won't have the Pomodoro timer on the screen the whole time anyway, so I suppose it's fine. I suppose it's fine. It's gonna cover the Pomodoro clock for now, but we're not using it right now anyway. So that should be fine. But hello, Krümel. And hello, Asu. Hello. Hello, Cronus. And Asu and Cronus, thank you both for your subs. Asu, thank you for the tier 2. Thank you. Thank you for the 12 months of tier 2. It's been a whole year. Oh my god, thank you. It's very kind of you, Asu. I appreciate it. It's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel so much. I appreciate it. Wow, 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 wow. And Cronus, thank you for the 12 months at tier 1. Long live the green thing. Wow. Entering my late 20s over here too. I see. Because of the 25 months. I see. Everyone is getting older. Everyone's getting old and made of mold. Cronus is 21 and Asu is 25. Oh. Why am I so low? How did that happen? Why did I become smaller? And why did I suddenly sit so low? I have no idea. Okay, well we're back now. It seems like we're back. Reliet, hello, hello. MGF, hello, hello. Memento, hello, hello. East Chris, hello, hello. Kite, hello, hello. Wow, 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 wow. MGS, hello, hello. Oh, Zikaru, hello, hello. Lead and Jane, hello, hello. Serena, hello, hello. Wow, 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 wow. Nyanyo Mashinya, hello, hello. Tayumisi, hello, hello. Toria, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Firefly, hello, hello. Tiramisu, I do like your NASA badge. That's very cool. Awa, hello, Awa. Das Mäxchen, hello, hello. Guten Abend. Somnium, hello, hello. Krümel, thank you for the 20 stream streak. And Arm, thank you for the 50 stream streak. Wow. This is quite intense. That's so many streams. I didn't know I streamed that many times. Uni! Hello, Uni! Big shout out to my sister Uni, please. D101112, hello. Star, hello, hello. 0 times 539, hello, hello. MGF, thank you for the 50 stream streak as well. Me Bear, hello, hello. Chichipi, oh, hiyo. Good morning, hello, Chichipi. Sir Mars, hello, hello. Koya the Boyo, hello, hello. Uni is cool as a cucumber. Uni is my very talented, technically little sister. On matters of pure technicality, Uni is now my little sister. I'm gonna use that shamelessly. Wolfwork, hello, hello. And Iron Lake, hello, hello. So I'm gonna kill the music now. And I'm gonna show you our room today. I designed this room. So first, maybe let's look at my character. Look at her, she's so pissed off. She's super pissed. But she's wearing the white dress and she's wearing some fun socks. And the jacket is almost the same. I quite like her. She's so mad. And I even gave her some earrings that look like wings. So even the wings got preserved. And I wanna show you the room that I made. So the concept of this room was chamber of concentration. But before I do that, hold on. On the other side, I see Nimby. Nimby, hello, hello. I'm so sorry. Hello, Nimby. I'm sorry I had to redo the whole stream, but we're back now. Yeah. Yes, she's about to make a scathing comment. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna show you my little room. So this is the sort of ideal room for me, right? If I ever had an apartment, I wish this would be my room. Because this room has 0 distractions. This is for me, this is like my ideal living space. We have the desk here with all the cool art. Yeah, you have to download the wallpapers. Yeah. We have some manga here to reference and some CDs. Technically, I think I can customize this. I think if I click edit here. Okay, this is... Wait, is it customizable? Normally, the logo means that things are customizable, but I guess this one isn't. But it doesn't really matter. So there's a scented candle and some incense sticks, which is kind of me LARPing, because I don't like things that smell really strongly, except kind of for candles. But you know, after I had a candle on, I have to open the window to kind of let the air out. So at least for incense, I'm not like the biggest super fan. Also, here's our calendar. We have an energy beverage. We have energy beverage and 2 beautiful monitors. Even the tracking phone in the middle. Also, this is sorta how my room looks like. The only thing different is that the mic arm is in between the monitors. We have some palm trees, which I do have in my room as well. There's lots of books scattered on the floor. This is also accurate. You found my wallpapers in Wallpaper Engine. Yes, I uploaded those for free for everyone. I just wanted these to be available for everyone. Please get them. I would be very happy to be your wallpaper. There even is a little tote bag here and a little wind chime. And now, the piece de la resistance of this room. Oh god, I'm not really good at putting things up the right way. This is a this is a horribly tilted chalkboard. I didn't realize it would be so tilted. Oops. And on the floor, there's a futon. A futon with a dakimakura. And a suitcase, in case you need to depart quickly. And this is all this room has. For me, this is the perfect room. You don't need anything else. You know, like, this is... We're Patrick Bateman maxing again. You know, I'm always, you know, I'm a big ideas guy. So all I need is a... is a giant whiteboard for my ideas, and then some pitiful futon on the floor with some pillows. Yeah, honestly, it's so perfect. I'm not gonna change anything. I think it's perfect. The alpha lives in her cave, unbothered. Exactly. Yes, you're right. Big fan of the feng shui. The feng shui is extremely good because the radiator is here. So that means, you know, my head is here. I'm always facing the door so that if someone comes in, I'm always ready to fight. I'm always ready for opportunity. This is pristine feng shui. And also sleeping right below all of my ideas. This has to be like cracked feng shui. In terms of feng shui, I think this room is like fully supreme. Yes. And we even have some rain in here. We're living in a very busy city with lots of skyscrapers. Yeah. Exactly. You absorb new ideas while you're sleeping. And don't think about the empty bottle and the capsule toy. I am the sort of person... I am really cleanly, but I think I bring out my trash like once a day, so during the day sometimes I'll have empty bottles or rubbish close to the trash can, and then I bring it out once a day. Yeah. And this little guy is our productivity pet. He's a baby. And he's meant to make us productive. I haven't really figured out how. Yeah, the rug says go, go, go. Yeah. Hello, Oriol. Hello, Zeb. Hello, Lucius. Hello. Hi, Mina. Hilarious placement. This is not a pee bottle. I know you're thinking it. It is not a pee bottle. That would ruin the entire room. It is not a pee bottle. It's a empty bottle that I finished drinking. I even put my drink on a coaster. I take this very seriously. And honestly, this is very true to life. This is exactly how my setup looks like. I guess my speakers are a little bit bigger, but I didn't like the ones they had in here. Other than that, it is true to life. I don't have a wall scroll, I suppose. You thought it. No, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. Okay, this is bothering me now. Listen, how could this happen? Okay. Is it not tilted anymore? Yeah, it's no longer tilted. And this would be my ideal room. And Asu! Oyasumi! Good night, good night! Oh, hold on. I think I saved camera angles. Yeah. Exactly. This is what it's all about. It's insane, insane working hours. I hope you like the little room I made for us today. I think the app is pretty nice. I quite like Go. Oh, you have a stone coaster. That's interesting. Yes. Yes, yes. Paracetamol, hello! Yeah, we're doing Go today. Yes, we're doing some co-working today. I hope all of you have been doing well today. Oh, hold on. I think this is slightly in the way. Ooh. Can park this here somewhere. We'll park this here. Yes. So hold on. I wanna quickly... Oh, I need to do math now. Hold on. 105 minus 71. That's 30, 34? Yes, okay. Now we are in accurate sub count again. Yes. But we got 2 subs, so that means you guys earned yourself 1 wheel spin. If I understand correctly, I think you guys have earned 1 wheel spin because the number ends on 1. Which means you will get to spin the wheel once again. Yeah. Go is awesome for just letting you build environments. It's so fun. Yes. Oh, what we're working on today. So, I write blog articles about the game Yumetuki. I wanna write my next article today. I wanna do some work on my next article. And hold on, I think I can show you something. Hold on, I'm also working on redesigning my website. I don't know if I have shown you yet. I wanna show you. I'm currently working on redoing my entire website. I kind of wanted some more like traditional VTuber site, I guess. So I have started on working on a redesign for my personal website. You can even see all the articles I have already done, and some articles that I'm still working on. Yeah, Carniv Island is here. The carnivorous island, it is spotted. It is here. The logo is super good, right? My Meluna did it for me. They are in my credits. But yeah, this is my setup for my website. And today I wanna work a bit on the article for Killed, which is a fan game. I want to see what sort of work I can get done for that. And then I want to work on Carniv Island. I'm very happy because I found an illustrator for it. I'm very, very excited for that. But I need to kind of, sort of, I think, I need to prepare everything.
I am studying very hard. Very, very, very hard. Very, very, very hard indeed.
I'm at a loss for words. I am really at a I'm at a loss for words. Mars, you have overdone yourself. you have outdone yourself. Very, very, very hard. Oh my god. This was very funny. This was this was a bit insane. It's kind of amazing to me that you really like how do you say? You have like limit tested all of the limits, and now all you make it say is like very, very funny. Okay, all right. We get a wheel spin, Mina. It's time for the wheel. Let's not dwell on it, perhaps. Before we start working, we get a wheel spin. You will get one wheel spin, and then we will start working. I'll set the timer. Okay? You get the wheel spin one time. Very good. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Here you are. You earned this one. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, very good. We have done all of our due diligence. Now it's time to work, Mina. We can't be lazy bonesing. So I think doing 25, then a 5-minute break, 25, then a 5-minute break, 25, and then a 5-minute break. Oh no, then a 15-minute break. I think that is very sensible. I think that's how we're gonna do things. You are, of course, invited to work along with us. You are, of course, invited to have a nice little co-working session. Feel free to, you know, keep each other accountable, tell each other what we're all working on. But while I'm focusing, I will, you know, glance over the chat. But please don't expect me to be able to see everything immediately, since I'm also focusing and I'm also working, okay? Yes. Okay, is everyone ready? Yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. Oh, I am ready now. Opopoda! Hello, Opopo! Hello, hello! Hi, go to bed alongside with you guys. Have a great night and a great stream. Paracetamol, your job right now is to have a good snooze, have a good slumber. Goodbye, Paracetamol. Oyasumi. Hi, Jim G. Hello, Flea Flicker. Hello, hello. Oh, Boboda. Alright, we're starting. Oh, I can move this. Awesome. I can move this. So I think here it's not... Yeah, okay. It's not impeding anything. Yeah, okay. Awesome. I can even maybe put it a little bit here. Alright. Yes. Doing the electrical in another well house. That sounds really wet. Well house sounds very, very, very wet. Please be careful. And Baltz00. Hello, Baltz. Thank you for working with us. You know, YouTube user Baltz00. Okay, alright. I'm starting the timer and hold on. I'm quickly putting some cream on my face. Oh, that's gonna take 1 second. But I just had a shower, so now my face is very itchy. It's very dry and itchy. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm ready now. Bumdo! Hello, Bumdo. Okay, let's start. We're interesting. This is so interesting. Well, I guess this is my pose now. It makes no sense, but I am not one to judge, honestly. I know there's like a change pose thing. Yeah. I guess you can't do that in focus mode. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay, I'm starting now. Happy focusing, Mina. Millie Mixie, hello. Oh, okay, you can change them. I'm gonna do that in the first break then. Thank you, Obobo. And I hope you're doing well, Tanuki friend. Hope you're doing well today. It's always good to see you. Wolfborg, thank you! Thank you for gifting us out to Oboro. Thank you. We're doing some co-working today. We're in our first Pomodoro period. And right now I'm filling out that sheet that you gave me to track what kind of assets I will need. Yes, it's a good time for Diddy co-working. Yes, yes. Tofu Toru, hello. Hi, Tofu Toru. Yeah, let me hydrate. Have a good day, Tofu. Have a great day today. Yosh. So I'm mainly working on 2 documents. Sorta side by side, but they kinda depend on one another. One is the game's story. Just like chapter 1 to chapter X, what happens in the game. And the other one is more like a concept bible where it explains all the concepts. It explains all the functions of, you know, animals, plants, locations, and just in general like world building stuff. And it also has like key points of the story outlined that need to happen for events to progress and kind of direct the story in the way it is going. And then the second document is the really just like chapter 1 to chapter whatever, which has the real dialogue that I want to, you know, have play out in the game. Hmm. I think I might have actually reached a bit of a breakthrough, which is nice. Krümel, good night. Oyasumi. Man, you guys are so good. I feel like I have already made a breakthrough where I was really struggling before. And Kate Theo, hello. Hi, hi. This is so interesting. I already feel like I made progress in an area where I wasn't really sure what to do. No, this all makes sense. Yes. Very good. Good job on doing homework. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Get home safe, Nano. Hello, Zali. Finally. I made good progress. I made very, very good progress. Holy, I'm so happy. This is gonna be a very, very productive session today. This is super good. We have to do this more often. I'm sorry. I'm kind of... I'll need you for this more often, I'm afraid. So how do I change my work poses? How does this work? It's just like me in real life. It's just the same thing. But how do I edit my work poses? The top right setting gear. Oh god. Well, I guess we were stuck for now. But that's fine. That's okay. I don't mind too much. I don't wanna... Oh, can I pause the timer and then do that? Oh, this is... this is a bit annoying. I don't wanna end the timer. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This will be fine. This is okay. Do I have to restart the timer now? Session is 2. Okay, yeah, we can just remember that we're taking like a 2 more minute break. Hi, Ray Zero! Hello, hello! Thank you for coming! So, what I'm working on, as you guys know, in the next 10 years, I would like to publish a little RPG Maker game project. For this, I'm giving myself the next 10 years. I'm really not in a hurry. I want it to be good, and I want to work hard on it. For the longest time, I was kind of struggling to connect certain parts of the story because I knew it all has to make logical sense, but it also can't be too edgy or too silly. You know, it kind of has to be believable in a way that isn't lame. Abandon the 5-year plan, embrace the 10-year plan. No, so the thing is, if I would tell myself, oh, I'm making an RPG Maker game, and, you know, I want to release it next year, that would be unrealistic. First of all, art is hella expensive. Art and music and assets are hella expensive. I'm commissioning what I think others can do better than me, and I'm doing everything else myself. So this will take the next 10 years of my life, and most likely a bazillion $1 million, but I'll figure it out. Trogdop, thank you for the 100 check-ins. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you for checking in 100 times. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And Naito Raichu, hello. Hello, hello. And Trogdop, hello. Thank you for the 50 check-ins. You guys are so loyal to me. You're so kind. You're so sweet. Thank you for always hanging out with me. You guys are so, so nice. Yeah, no, but, so basically, this is my magnum opus. I don't really want to tell you, like, mainly what it is about, because first of all, I want it to be a surprise. And second of all, I kinda also don't want certain things to be stolen by other people. Not that you would do it, but especially if a VOD of the stream, you know, stays up and someone just stumbles upon it, it wouldn't be really good if someone knew the outline of everything I am working on for the next 10 years. So I'm not gonna spoil things in detail, but I'm So the main, I can tell you the main thesis of the project, or like the main like parts of the story, the main things I wanna convey. The main topics of this game are choices and how they shape us, perception and how it shapes our choices. What are we truly capable of if we have no choice? Choices and how betraying yourself over and over warps you as a person. Control over our choices and the delicate boundary of forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. Desperation will drive you to a terrible place. You will grow from the hardships you experience, but you will also change forever. Your body and mind require care and consideration. Not caring for them will make your life much harder. Dependence and how dangerous it is. Independence and how hard it is to get to that point and how lonely it can feel. Can you even be around people if you have been independent for too long? Maybe some people aren't meant to be around others. Finding a reason to keep living, even if there isn't a good reason. Finding beauty in a horrible place. Yes, so that's like the main topics. Jarvis, how to skip 10 years? It's gonna be very edgy. It's gonna be very, very edgy. You might not even like it, but it's my magnum opus. I was put on this earth to make a game about two furry characters going through horrible things together. Yes. My grandma tends to say, pass a Chinese exam with half a year of study? No way. Pass a Chinese exam with a day to study? Absolutely doable. I guess that's also true. But I wanna, it's like building a church out of the what is it called? The bottle caps. You know, this is my magnum opus. I want this to take years and I want to learn how to do baby programming in RPG Maker. I know this is horrible and it's gonna take, 5 bazillion million years. But I want to learn it and get better at it and learn a lot and craft the sort of story that I think it deserves. Like this, it is really much like about the story. The gameplay is obviously also there, but it's more that I feel like I want to tell, the story. Yeah. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Exactly. So, to put this into perspective, I think I have been working on this since at least September of last year. Because I remember I was writing down ideas already when I was on my flight to America. I have been working on this for a while now. I was thinking about this nonstop when I was in Japan, and I talked about this with Takanyan while I was in Japan. So yeah, like this is not the sort of thing where, I have been thinking about it since yesterday. I've been thinking about it for a while. Have you made much progress? I am honestly, like, the entire plotline of what's gonna go down is pretty much done. All the systems that I wanna introduce are pretty much like written down in concept, like how I want them to work. I have worked on like some UI choices and how I want things to be displayed and what needs to be part of the UI and what doesn't. Key story moments already have like a tie to gameplay. And just like in general, there's like a big collection of possible like smaller moments that need to happen to kind of like make bigger moments happen. But the order of things isn't entirely set in stone. For example, I wrote the entire beginning. I wrote the entire first 3 chapters of the story, which is the characters meeting each other, the gameplay being explained, the first map being introduced, and like the tutorial basically. And I thought the beginning was really good. And then a couple of months later, I rewrote the entire beginning, and it was a lot better. It was way, 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 way better. And what I had written for the first time that I didn't have to throw it away entirely. I was able to incorporate it for a later part of the story. So I also kind of like that, you know, the story is, you know, it's kind of like evolving with me. And it's very fun to change it and you know, redo it over and over again till I'm satisfied with it. It will probably be smarter to release it in chapters like the Deltarune stuff. I don't know if I know how to do that. I don't know if that's maybe even scarier because, you know, I would kind of prefer to work on this on stream as well. And kind of like, I don't really know. At least make like some of the art on stream. The good thing is I have a music composer who's a very good friend of mine. I have a music composer who told me they're gonna work with me and we're gonna figure it all out. So I have a person that wants to help with some music. And I have a person for the character sprites, the talk sprites. That's the progress I have made so far, basically. Yeah. So it's like, this is really expensive. Like, all of this is super expensive. But again, I'm building a church out of bottle caps. I'm doing this when I can and when I have the funds. So it is all happening very, like, irregularly. And everyone who's working on this knows that this is my project for the next 10 years. Like, no one is expecting this to come out soon. I will most likely not even charge any money for it because I don't have the money to pay the commercial fees for all the assets that I need. So it is a labor of love. It's a pure labor of love. Yeah, the backgrounds I want to do myself. I said before that I want to learn how to draw backgrounds because backgrounds are really expensive and I want to do that myself. Yeah, alone wouldn't be enough. Alone I could buy right now would not be enough. I have seen... I followed the development of, like, the games on Kickstarter and stuff, where a developer said, oh, I need $1,000 and then I can make a whole game by myself. And obviously the games have never come out because, you know, it takes a long time. You know, like, I realized that in terms of time and money, this will take 10 years. But you know what this means? 10 years is enough to write a story, and 10 years might even be enough to learn how to do half-decent backgrounds. And maybe 10 years is even enough to get half-decent at programming and then give up and ask one of you guys to do it and I'll pay you to do it because I'll get frustrated. You know, 10 years is a very long time and it's a very, like, it's very low stress, you know, because I know that I don't have to be good right now. I have time to learn and to grow into the project. I have 10 years, and if I want to, even have 15 years. Yeah. Yeah, 10 years is plenty. That's what I think as well. Can you release it with a dono link? Probably. Yeah, let me hydrate. Thank you. What I might do at some point, if we are doing dedicated streams on Carniv Island, I might put like a Ko-fi link up if I'm like, hey, do you guys want to help with some sprites? Do you guys want to help with this and this? I might do this at some point. Right now, I'm really happy that the artist is working with me. Yeah. And I'm really happy that the music composer is working with me, so I'm not on my own. Carniv Island is no longer a solo venture. Right now, it's a free people venture. It's not entirely a solo thing. So that's also really reassuring. Yeah. I believe you will have more income, more connections, and more skills. I mean, I hope so. Ideally, I would really like if I could buy commercial rights for all of the assets, and then I could just sell the game for 2 doll hairs, and then everyone buys it for 2 doll hairs, and at the end I have 200 doll hairs, which is not enough to pay for anything. That's not even an illustration. That's nothing. 200 doll hairs, that's 1 track of music. It's really not that much. But, you know, ideally I would like to make at least a little bit of money, but I have, you know, I have given up on that. I really want to release Carniv as my love letter to storytelling. Okay, we're doing the next Pomodoro now. Thank you for letting me yap you an ear off. Thank you for letting me yap. We're continuing with the next Pomodoro. Are you ready? Are you ready to log in, Mina? 25 minutes of focus time. It's gonna start now. Beniko, hello. Software dev for 10 years does sound cool, though. I'm happy I have so many programmers in my community. Ava, thank you for being so strict with me. Ava is the reason the game even comes out. Yes, we are co-working today. We are chatting and playing games and doing ASMR lots of other times. Yeah. But today we're doing some working. And hi, Max. Hello. I just wrote the sentence. The thought of being naked around you makes me even more uncomfortable than wearing the clothes from a corpse. Maka-chan, hello! Ohayo! Hello, hello! We're doing some co-working today. That's very sweet. Thank you, Shiki. I think I want to get some art for all of it first, so I can make basically something like a pitch Bible before I recruit people. In the end, you know, I can't pay anyone. So I kind of feel really bad roping complete strangers into this, if that makes sense. But I will definitely ask, and maybe I can learn something and use what I learn by myself. Currently, I would say the first 3 chapters are entirely done in terms of story, which include gameplay-wise the first couple choices and maybe like 1 dungeon. Yeah, the co-working streams are nice and quiet, right? Yeah, no, I told you that I have been working on it since September. So now the beginning is like, that's set in stone. The beginning is definitely done. I think my difficulty that I'm kind of facing is a lot of things in the story are really dark. Like I'm rereading all of it right now. But then kind of out of habit, I'm writing in fan service and I'm writing in like weird bits. And there are also like mechanics which you could say are kind of weird. And I suppose it's a bit of a tonal whiplash. There's like silly stuff, but then there's also, you know, There's death and decay. No, it's so silly. I think like it's not gonna be a really good story if I don't find like a voice that kind of has it. Like they had this horrible day. They had this horrible first day on the island, and then I wrote in a scene where one of the characters has to put on clothes, and he's being like, "Oh, don't look, hentai." And it's like, yeah, it's a funny scene for me. It's a fun scene for me, but it's also, it's just, you know, it's a bit of a tonal whiplash. And Maki-chan, thank you for the check-in. Welcome, welcome. I think the scene about the thought of being naked around you makes me even more uncomfortable than wearing clothes from a corpse. I think that's strong. That gets to be in, because that's kind of like, it's also, you know, it's not like despair and torture all the time. There's also some funny stuff in there. That stays in. I like that part. Oh, I see. You're looking for one for Pokemon Champions. Do you want to build the Mega Star Me? I knew right away. One difficulty that I have writing the story is that I have read some survival manuals. Like, I have read some, like, military manuals on, like, how to survive on a deserted island, and how to find food, and how to make a fire and stuff. But obviously, I don't have any practical experience from having ever been on an island, on a tropical island. I kind of understand now why the game companies are always making the game devs do silly things when they're developing games. Yeah, please do. Yeah, I kind of understand now why the developers are always going on wacky adventures when they're developing a game. It makes a lot more sense now. I have been to Britain far too many times. But that place is not idyllic. It's nice. I liked Scotland a lot when I lived there. I think the worst part of all of this is the fact that I can tell that my mind wants me to put in like yellow paint, right? Where it kind of tells the player to remember certain things or to be, you know, to be really aware of certain dialogue. Like, for example, the way he's scarfing it down makes me wonder if he hasn't eaten lots of different foods before. It's like, yeah, that's definitely, you know, it has to do with his character's story. But isn't that, like, really dumbing it down if I give it, like, a marker, you know? Right now I'm giving it a marker because I think kind of, like, signifying what dialogue is more important to the plot is definitely a good thing. But, nonetheless, I think at some point I'm gonna have to be a bit careful. Very good. I will hydrate. I hope you are working on something nice today too. I'm probably not the best at co-working yet. I probably have to learn how to do this properly. Since this is like, it's a totally different, you know, stream type. I kind of want to do the whole thing like, you know, you do, when you, do you know Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver? When you turn around to face your Pokemon, you can talk to it and it will say a sentence like, I don't know, Pikachu is looking at the forest in awe at the tall trees. Pikachu is putting his tail in the waterfall and he's feeling the cold water. Like, I kind of want there to be something like that where if you turn around and you talk to your guy, he will have dialogue that he can say. I think that would be good. Is there a need to do it properly? Well, I want to do most things as properly as possible. I think the beginning is definitely done. The combat demo is done story-wise. The first dungeon is done story-wise. Explaining of the crafting system, it's very rudimentary, is done. Gathering materials already has a explanation in the plot. The way the choice mechanic works already has like an explanation in the plot. Food quality, so like for example, coconut is like the most cracked food in existence. Coconut is the best possible food. But if you get a little mushroom that you have never had before, that might make things a little bit more difficult. The thing is, I'm trying to keep things very, very simple because I know I'm gonna have to be the guy who programs this. I have asked Klonk for help. So every time I write something in, I'm like, Klonk, is this doable? Is this too difficult? And he's like, no, this is very easy. This is really doable. This is not difficult at all. Yeah, Klonk and Maud are the only people who I have let read the entire thing. They're the only two people that know how the story goes. You can do anything on the computer. He said the same thing. He was like, this is all so easy. But he is so funny because I keep talking to him and he's like, most people say programming is very difficult, but actually it's very easy. You'll get the hang of it in no time. It's very easy. And I'm like, it's easy for you to say. But I keep, like, again, every time I write down something and I'm like, okay, this is like a must like have in thing. I ask him and I'm like, do you think this is realistic that someone like I could like figure out how to do this? And he's like, yeah, this is very easy. This is not too difficult. So right now, none of my ideas have been thwarted before, and everything is basically a meter. And I understand that a meter just you know, that is like not too hard to do. Like you add or subtract a number from it, and depending on how high the number is, things happen. That should be sort of okay. That is a very green circle thing to say. Well, why do you think am I making a game? How can I be in the green circle and then I'm entirely not computer based? I have the story I want to tell and I am in the green circle. I kind of want to be a proper guy. I kind of want to be a proper green circler, you know? Yeah. It is kind of sad, you know? I kind of like thought of it like for a split second where I was like, if I was a different person that wasn't so extremely anti-AI, if I was like a different person, I would have totally been like, oh, I'm gonna let Claude code it. Ugh, whatever. I'm not gonna do that because I don't like this sort of thing. Okay, yeah, it's focus time. Break over. It's back to focus time. Hi, Bopper. We're focusing up. We're back in focus mode. Yes. The drive to do things is there. That's why you're here right now. We're focusing up. You're back in focus mode. I'm gonna work on the game. You're gonna work on your thing, and in 10 years, you and I, we're gonna get it done in 10 years. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm glad your code is your own. I don't really like all that vibe coding stuff. It's never smart to take a shortcut because you don't learn how to do things properly. Earthomaniac, hello. Hi, hi. We're co-working today. Thank you, it is. create stuff. Hello, hello. Nentishi, hello, hello. Hi, hi. Wow. Ooh, we get a long break. Oh, very nice. We get a long break now. This is very good. We can do one more 30-minute sesh after that, I think. And I think that would be it for me. No, I'm not done yet. I still have some work left in me. I have a little bit more work left in me. We did start a little bit late, didn't we? We started a little bit late today, so I think it's fine if we work a little bit more. I'm working on one on the endings. Oh, I'm working again. No, I have to I have to take my break properly. I'm doing some stretches just like my character. Good work, Mina. Good work today. Is co-working with me fun? Do you like co-working together? Is this a sort of stream that you would like to have, like, additionally once a week? Could you see yourself co-working with me more often? Do you like it? I want to know what everyone is thinking. Obviously, if you're here for gameplay or if you're here for chatting, this is probably very boring because we are working, right? So I want to know if you guys are up for this. Oh, yes, I could. It has been cozy. It's relaxing. I have enjoyed this. Very good. Very relaxing. It's interesting and kind of cozy. Awesome. This is good. This is very nice to hear. I'm so happy. The gameplay has been crazy. Wow. I think this is so cute. Have you seen all the effort I've put into my room? We have the whole Digiverse here. We have wall scroll that is slightly off center because I wanted to show the nails. We have sexy pinup calendar. We have all this cool stuff. I think it's quite charming. The gameplay is indeed super crazy. I'm glad you noticed. I always join from work, so this is a vibe. That makes me so happy to hear. I am very eager to get more work done. Also, the big, I think the big whiteboard right over my little sad floor futon is a bit of a mood. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm thinking of having this art be available as a print. I don't know if anyone wants to put, like, half-naked ladies on their wall, though. So I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad. I don't know if this is something people would want as a print. Yeah. If you also need artists, riggers, 3D modelers, script writers, and voice actors, let me know. Oh my god, I can't pay anyone. I can't pay anyone. I am the old guy who's building the church out of the bottle caps. This would all obviously be very good to have, but I can't pay anyone. Penguin-chan, hello! Hi, Penguin! Oh, hiyo! Hello, Penguin! So, you guys don't hate doing this, right? You guys aren't super haters? Am I picking this up right? This is not horribly boring for everyone? People don't mind working with me? You love this. You also asked me about my shower. Sorry, I forgot to reply. My shower was really nice. I have this really good skin oil that smells like blueberry muffin. So I'm nice, you know, I I smell good. I'm peacefully working away with my friends. Like, I couldn't be happier. I feel nice and relaxed. I feel very nice and relaxed. And I'm making progress on Island. I'm making progress on the Island story. It's all going very well. So what I have done is I have completed chapter 1. I have redone some parts of chapter 2. Chapter 3 was already good, but I took out a part that includes a pig. Because I thought it was like, the pig it's too slapsticky. So it's just gonna be animals. In the beginning, there was like a pig in the story. He's like, you know, a wild boar, and he rummages like through the characters' belongings, and they have to catch and eat him. And I thought, okay, that's getting a bit too cartoonish. The pig has to go. Hello! Wow. Thank you for the sub. 18 months of hate watching. You have a lot of hate and dedication in your heart. And I can respect that. Thank you for giving me all of your hate. I'm gonna take all of your hate and all of your love. I'm gonna take it all, just like Madoka. I'm gonna become a magical girl and absorb all of your feelings. Some of them wouldn't mind doing it for free. I have to think about this. It is good that you have a way of contacting people. I'm gonna be really honest. I will most likely at some point have to draft up some sort of contract in general for the people I'm working with. So maybe collaborating with other people who aren't in the core dev team would be possible. I will see what I will do. I will see what I will do. My problem is I don't trust anyone. I don't trust no one. If I don't know someone, if I haven't, you know, put my trust in them before and trusted their portfolio, I have a very hard at trusting anyone for work. So this person has to be super duper cracked and awesome. Otherwise, I will want to pay them. Because I recognize that supreme quality requires supreme dollars. This is simply how things are in life. I recognize that things sometimes are this way. And right now I can't pay anyone, so that's why I understand that, you know, the team's very small. As always with all things, I want to do things in the best possible quality, and I'm willing to stretch out the entirety of the 10 years to make it happen. But it's always good to know people. And, you know, you can be surprised. Some people are also looking to get their foot in the door with various things. So I'm not, like, opposed to it, but this is my baby. Carniv Island is my child. Carniv Island is my everything. So I think I will be incredibly selective on who I let contribute on Carniv Island, if that makes any sense. I hope no one thinks that's you know, mean. I hope that's understandable in some way. If it's you, I wouldn't mind putting you up against my wall. You are so flirty. Oh my, you're so eager. I can't help but blush at such a notion to be cabadoned. I always thought I would be the one cabadoning you guys, since I'm the alpha. I didn't know it would be the opposite way. But yeah, I wrote out the pig. The pig, he's no longer part of the story. There will be pigs in the world. They have to kill and eat a pig. That will happen. But the pig, he's no longer a central point of the narrative. Not even for for the small segment where they need to lose some supplies so that it all feels more bleak and bad. Now it's just like animals. It's no longer a pig. Yes. Two apex predators, who would win? I don't know. Probably me. The infamous inversion of power dynamics. I heard it can happen, but I have never seen it happen. I don't know. I believe I am, you know, an undefeatable animal. I have never been defeated. But yeah, the pig is gone. He has never existed, and now he's gone. What else did I do? I tightened up the 4th chapter. I haven't done work on chapter 5 or chapter 6. Like, I want there to be at least 2 chapters in between. And then I wrote chapter 7, which I already had a through line for. So I did like a quick bio for that. That is definitely not done. I've wrote a bit about chapter 8, which is also not done. And then there has to be like chapter 9 in the middle. Like in the middle of these. And then at chapter end, I want the game to end. Or basically chapter 11 is probably where like only the true end continues. Like the chapter 10 is kind of the thing. Chapter 10 is kind of like where most of the endings kind of like kick into gear and where things end. And then chapter 11 is, I guess, I want it to be the true ending. I might have to make it longer because right now the chapters are really short and it's basically 1 dungeon per chapter. And the first chapter is like the tutorial, right? So it doesn't feel like it's a very long game right now. And I think since it's a story about loneliness and how horrible it is to be alone, I think unfortunately I have to pad it out. Maybe the pig has to come back to the story. If I need them to hunt and kill a pig, and that event needs to take up one chapter so the story is longer, such will have to happen. Yeah, this happens all the time. I have been burned a couple of times. It happens. I have the unfortunate character trait that I trust people too much. I guess it's because I judge things in like the way of, you know, how would I do them? How would I do certain things, you know? And then I judge things accordingly. Iron Mercury, hello! Hi, Iron Mercury. But if people do things in an entirely different way, we don't always do things alike, you know? And I started writing chapter 9. So chapter 9 is the one where like all the bad endings kind of start to happen, or they start like building up. And one of the endings I'm very excited about because it's that one's gonna be a bit of a, you know, that one's gonna that one is gonna be a bit sexy. That one I'm very excited about. That's the only sexy ending in the game. And I started writing that one for some reason. Yes. Wow. Hello, expecting mother. Stop calling me that. I just bought bone broth. I didn't know it was for expecting mothers. I didn't read the tin. I'm not pregnant. It was good. It was really gelatinous. I put it in the bolognese and it was really, really good. I told my mom about this and my mom went on a huge rant that she would have never like seen that. I'm not pregnant. No, I'm not. No, I am not. Watch my second to newest short. If you want the lore drop, you need to watch my short. Please do, actually. It has performed so well. It is a surprise to me how well it has performed. If you can, watch the newest one as well, because that one needs some help. I'm talking about why I like programmers. So, you know, this is very topical about today's stream. Can you please watch it? Because I don't know. It apparently it does perform better if people watch it seems. Wow! Ohayo! Hello, hello! Hello, chatter! Hello, chatter on the other side! Hello, YouTube chatter! Hi, hi! Listen, so I bought it. I bought a big glass of bone broth because it's good for your nails and it's good for your hair. That is the reason. I was confused that it didn't have a picture of a bone on it. It had a picture of a woman on it. And I brought it to the cashier. And the cashier had this like radiant smile. It was a grandma cashier. She had this like warm, radiant smile. Oh my god, something happened. Oh god, something in my game that's not supposed to be a game happened. Oh my. Some sort of concentration token has been acquired. Awesome. So I came home and I looked at the broth again and I realized it said like in smaller lettering, bone broth for expecting mothers. And then on the back, on the sticker, it said, because baby needs to eat too. And you know, that was that was the reason why the cashier was so warm. The old lady cashier, because she thought I was, you know, having a child, and that's why I bought the broth. It was really good broth. It was really good, high quality broth. You know, there's like laurel in there and thyme. It's really good. I will continue buying it. I'll also continue feeling weird whenever I buy it, but it's a very good product. I'm quite fond of this bone broth. And the only thing I'm expecting is luscious hair and beautiful nails. Thank you guys very much. That's the only thing I am expecting. Yeah. No, don't say that. No. Listen, there's no bone in that. There is no bone. It's all muscle. No bone in that. I could say something, but it would be incredibly vulgar, so I'm not gonna. It's it's a shame that my vast mind is so expansive. Yes. Listen, in our relationship, you guys are carrying the child. I'm gonna put this to one session. I think we can do one more. We can do one more focus moment, okay? Can we do one more focus moment for 25 minutes? Or are you guys done for today? Or do you want to do one more? No, you'll not say it. You don't know what I'm thinking about. No matter what you're saying, it could not be worse than what I thought about. No, I mean, sorta, but what I was thinking about was way worse, so we're not gonna go there. Do you think there is a community of people who feed off pregnant women baby food on purpose? Baby food, 100%. I can tell you why. I was anorexic as a teen. Baby food is a life hack. If you want to eat nothing, but you also want to eat something, baby food is absolutely cracked. I'm no longer, luckily, in that mind space, and I have recovered, maybe even a little bit too much. But when I was a teen, baby food for that purpose was absolutely bussin'. So there is definitely like a market for baby food. I can tell you a lot of ballerinas are eating baby food. A lot of people are enjoying baby food. Honestly, now that I'm older, I can't really look at baby food anymore. It kind of makes me sick just looking at it because it was such a hard time in my life. It doesn't taste awful. There's like the apple one. There's like apple chunks, apple mousse. There's like apple puree. That's tasty. People have a broken jaw. They also eat baby food. But there's the baby food that has, there's like baby bolognese that is like really fine. Yeah. A lot of people like baby food. Baby food is kind of cracked. I hate to say it. Baby food, yeah, apple puree is very valid. They're giving babies good food. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't knock the baby food. It's probably really good. Modern baby food has good flavor now. We can buy a bunch of baby food and do like a ranking. I think the only thing that's annoying about baby food is the fact that they have to recall it all of the time because there are like glass shards inside it. I know this has happened a couple times. So I don't really want to eat too much of it. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, I got adult baby food in the hospital as well when I had a spine surgery. Yeah. What did the Victorian baby eat? I don't know. Okay, alright. We're no longer talking about babies or pregnancy. We're talking about work. We're talking about productivity. We're not baby moding. Okay, can we do one more? Can we do one more? Yes, it's business time. It's time for business. I think we can do one more business 25 minutes. How about it? I realize that some of the things I'm saying are really unfiltered. I feel kind of bad. I'm sorry. I have an unfortunate talent to kind of be a little bit of a freak. I apologize. Obviously, again, I'm very happy that I'm no longer in such bad shape. And I also hope that other people aren't in equally bad shape as I was back then. In a way, I know a lot of people from back then who were just like me, so I just know that those people, they have a hard time accepting help because what they're suffering from feels so incredibly real. But I genuinely, you know, I was in a horrible, horrible mind state back then. And I wish people wouldn't have to go through a similar thing. Oh, I can tell you real quick. I don't think it's explained in the short, but I can tell you real quick. I had a spine tumor. I had a non-cancerous benign tumor. Knock on wood, knock on wood. In my spine. And I had to have 3 surgeries to have it removed. One surgery to remove it, but then I started leaking spine water, like nerve fluid. Then the second surgery to patch that up, so I was no longer leaking nerve fluid. And then they released me home. I was home for less than 24 hours, and I had to go to the emergency room because it got infected, and I almost died of sepsis. So in total, I had 3 surgeries, and recovery took me a little bit longer than half a year. Yeah. That is the short story. I had a benign ependymoma in the lower part of my spine. So they had to crack my spine open and put a metal plate in there and some screws. You can't see anything besides, you know, a big scar on my back. And what else? I don't know. I have back pain on most days, but it's not too bad. Yep. It felt like being on a roller coaster and not being able to get off. Like when I turned my head sideways, I would feel like I'm on a roller coaster. You know what? I think we're gonna chat a little bit more. I think we're gonna chat a little bit more before we're gonna go to rate someone today. Can you feel it? It's kind of weird to describe, but especially when I'm lying down and I'm lying on my stomach, it kind of sort of feels that the upper part of my body and the lower part of my body are sort of like different Lego pieces that are just kind of stuck together. Like there's a distinct otherness that I feel that isn't painful, but it kind of feels like 2 parts are being like stuck together. They don't feel like they're entirely part of the same body, if that makes sense. Other than that, and like mild back pain, I am okay though. I can run, jump, cycle. I can do anything. I'm not impacted. I've been told by the doctors that I would be able to have children, and I shouldn't worry. I have been told that I should treat it as if it's never gonna come back. I should just forget that it ever happened. I can't really do that. It's a hard thing. It's a hard advice to kind of take to heart. But I'm trying my best to like accept that it has been fully removed. All the MRIs have been good, uneventful. I'm getting a brain MRI back, so now I'm feeling a little bit murky about everything because the whole just like feeling of having to get an MRI again is scary for me. But other than that, I'm feeling mostly fine. Yeah. I had 2 surgeries with my tumor because they didn't stitch it up properly the first time. So I was leaking internal juices. It was awful. You too, huh? They're really bad at stitching it back up. It's so funny. Yeah. Oh God. I had breast cancer almost 6 years ago. When they took out the drains, they nicked something, and I lost around 2 liters of blood. I was in the hospital for a week to recover. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Jesus, I'm glad you made it through. Yeah. I'm gonna request that we talk about something else because this topic is very frightening to me. I'm glad I've kind of like lived through it. I'm still waiting on my MRI results, and that kind of has me a bit shaken. So, knock on wood that everything's fine. Yeah, and obviously I hope everyone is well. And no one yeah, no one is, you know, is suffering from something bad. And if they are, I hope they get well soon. Thank you. Let's talk about food. I bought German sausages and they're very tasty. And I had a hard time buying good ones because I don't like eating like conservative salts. Like salts that are used for conserving food. So I had a really hard time to buy sausages that only have like table salt in them. And now, like, I bought these and they're very good. And I'm very happy. Yeah, so I bought Käsebratwurst, which is like a cheese sausage. I also bought like fresh bratwurst, which I used now. Because the Käsebratwurst they can like keep in the fridge for like probably a month. They're pretty good at that. And I also got Parmesan and thyme like pig sausages that are smaller. Those ones, honestly, they were just okay. They weren't anything to write home about. I tried one of each, so now I have a tupper with like 5 million sausages in it. But I told my parents that they can eat it too, so I don't think anything will go bad. Yeah, I don't like Weißwurst. Yeah, I don't like Pökelsalz. You knew I was gonna say that. Yeah, I don't like Pökelsalz. They say Pökelsalz isn't good for you. It's a carcinogenic, so I can't eat it. I'm really bad about this sort of thing. If you tell me that something is carcinogenic, I will never be able to eat it again. I'm very bad about this. I shift into disordered eating very easily, so I kind of have to be careful about what knowledge I am observing. You know, what knowledge I am obtaining. Oh, wait, can I make my little character stand? Wait, can I know, I want to use my character, but I want to do like a different pose. Oh, we're typing again. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm using this app for the first time. Don't be mad. Yes. Yeah, blueberries are good because they have the antioxidants and stuff. Yeah, they are special bio sausages. Yes, they are. I'm kind of intrigued. I saw these and they're way too expensive, so I could never buy them. There are boar sausages. I have never eaten boar sausage before, but they also only come with table salt, so I'm very intrigued by this. Yes. Have you tried Korean corn dogs? Yes, I have. They're very tasty. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Everything's way too salty. That's also true. I bought some Käsekreinas recently, and they're so good. This is also true. Good cop. I like Käsekreinas. They're also tasty. Yeah. This is Go. Yes, it is. This is Go. There's a bunch of bio stuff that is very tasty. I agree. Yeah, boar is gamey. I like game, though. Game is tasty. I don't know, you know, it's just a little piggy. How different can it be? I'm intrigued by it. It's like... It's supposedly, it is only meat and spices. There's like no additives in this. But you pay $10 for 5 sausages. So this is way too expensive for me. But I am intrigued by this. Like, I wanna ask a friend if we wanna order them together to try them. Because I don't eat that much meat in a week. And I might have this as like my weekly meat at some point. If this is really just meat and spices. Are cranberries liked in Germany? Cranberries are definitely eaten dry, I would say. Yeah, like dried cranberries are definitely a thing. I would say they're probably more popular in the UK, probably, I would say. I know cranberry juice is like what all the ladies drink. And we have cranberry juice as well. So yeah, I know cranberry juice is like, is pretty popular. Okay, Mina. Moosbeere. Oh, are they really? We just call them cranberries, no? Because I know you can just buy them at the supermarket here. They're called cranberries. I didn't know we called them mooseberry. That basically means mossberry. I didn't know we called them that. Yeah, I heard it's good for the kidneys as well. I also heard it's good if you have menstrual pains, like cramps and stuff. It's a psyop. I don't think it's a psyop. I think it's just a funny name. Okay, Mina. I'm gonna send you to someone nice. Who am I gonna send you to today? I'm very sorry if I was a bit all over the place. I had a lot of fun co-working. I just kind of get nervous when I'm doing things I've never done with you guys before. Yeah, see, Beniko is also from Germany, and they also know them as cranberry. But yeah, I hope the stream was okay, and I hope it wasn't too weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna lie down. I'm gonna send you to someone nice. I'm very sorry. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Beniko, thank you. I appreciate it. Dankeschön. Danke dir, Beniko. Trönuba. But Trönu is from Icelandic for crane the bird. And cranberry is from English crane. Huh. Okay, alright. I feel so bad because I can do like the most normal thing ever. And then I give you guys some sort of like insane lore drop. And you must be thinking, what's wrong with her? This green thing is so weird and bad. We should smush this thing like a bug. We should smush this thing like a bug. And turn it into goop or something. This is what I'm thinking that you're thinking. Yeah, you're thinking yuck. This thing is so green and yucky. Okay. I'm babbling on too much. Oh, they're gonna turn me into goop again. Who's online? Who's here? There are so many things going on. Oh, this is amazing. Oriona is streaming Voices of the Void, and the title is My Cat Won't Stop Ripping the Bong. And no spoilers! No spoilers, no backseating, no telling them secrets. Yeah. I'm telling you this before we raid, okay? Yeah. I love the green thing, thank you. Thank you for being kind, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm the king of brainworms. I'm very sorry. We were turning you into the Mina slime. Oh, hold on. I can show you something. Can I do... Am I fast enough to do this? Oh my god. Am I fast enough to do this? I might be fast enough. Oh my god. I might be... Yes, I'm fast enough. You're becoming this thing. You're becoming this thing. You're getting a little sneak peek. You're becoming a pack mate. Oh mein Gott. You're becoming a pack mate. It's a little guy in a suitcase. A guy who's being packed up and he's a little goop. Yeah, you're becoming a pack mate. Alright, good night. Good night. Forget about this. You've never seen it. You've never seen it before. Goodbye. Tra-la-la. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good night.